Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is Wednesday, May 18th, and today is my birthday. Yes, it is. And it just worked out that we didn't have a job today. Yeah. So I got up today and colored and was just, putting in laundry and doing different stuff. And I decided, well, if you have the Starbucks app, you can get a free coffee or a free food item on your birthday. Yeah, so I got this for free. So when I did that, I said, you know what? I'm going to ride by Hobby Lobby because first off, I was looking for a colored pencil eraser that's in the shape of a pencil. And I knew I'd seen them and they did have it. And I wound up also getting a box that has different compartments to organize the colored pencils. I have a case, like a zippered case. It's just a pain in the ass to constantly be pulling pencils out, putting them back in. I just want to be able to group these pencils by color family in this box. So got the pencil eraser. And yeah, so did that, walked around there a little bit and got my favorite candy of life, chocolate candy. This is so good. If you have not had this, you do not even know what you're missing. So there's a whole hazelnut in it. It's a caramel base with a whole hazelnut enrobed in chocolate. Oh my God. It's so good. And, I had this as a kid. Like, they used to come in a little 4-pack. And, yeah, I was like, ooh, I'm going to get that. Was up at the counter. I said, ooh, I'm going to get that. So what's funny is that I have a birthday twin. There's more than one person I know that watches this channel that has the same birthday today. But there is a close family friend that has the same birthday. So since I've been with Bill, we went to school together, and one of his best friends also went to school with us. Well, this best friend has a sister that also went to school with us, but she's 2 years older than we are. Well, we go to parties multiple times a year. They have pool parties all summer. Christmas, they have a party. And I mean, I've been with Bill for 13 years now. And the sister has 2 children. One just turned 28 today. That's the whole thing, is the whole hilarious thing. And then her son, I think, is a couple years younger. Well, I've known this family now for 13 years, right? We did not know until last summer when we were sitting around like talking about birthdays or something that me and the daughter share the same birthday and we're both named Danielle. Yeah, we died. We were like, how did we not know that? So I messaged her on Facebook today and I said, happy birthday to my birthday twin and my name twin. And she was like, I still can't believe all this time we didn't know that. She is a wonderful young lady. Like I said, she's 28 and I'm 48. So 20 years difference there. But it was just so funny that we share the same birthday. So a funny little story yesterday. So much happened yesterday. Let me talk about the vacuum. So I think I mentioned on here that our vacuum was broken for a month. Bill broke the canister that the lint goes into. And I tried to order this canister from like 2 different stores, and they canceled my order both times because they didn't know when they were going to get it in stock. Now, the canister was only $42. I was trying to save some money by not buying a new vacuum because that vacuum was like $300. So Bill said, why don't we go on eBay? So we went on eBay and we found a canister and it was in stock. Like they had to buy it now. You could buy it. It was the last one for $105. He's like, well, do you want to spend $105 or do you want to spend $300? Well, yeah. And the vacuum was probably more than that. Anyway, we get the canister in the mail, not yesterday, the day before. And yesterday I was like, okay, when I was done work, I said, I'm going to vacuum. Well, I'm noticing when I'm vacuuming up here, and I've never had this happen before, that the vacuum kept shutting off like it was overheating and it needed to cool down. And the purple part, like the top is purple. very hot. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like what is happening here? So Bill comes home and I tell him, and he's like, okay, I'm just going to pull it apart. So he goes outside and he sends me a picture. He says, well, I think I found the problem. On the top of the vacuum is a filter that I didn't know existed that I should have been cleaning all this time. It was just caked with dust and dirt and all that. So he took like his air compressor and just totally got all of that out of there. And man, he said that vacuum works like a champ now. So I just thought, oh my God, how did I not know that there was a fucking filter on this vacuum? So every Tuesday, my stepdaughter and her boyfriend come over for dinner. So we're all sitting there last night after we had dinner. And I went to put something in recycling. And I had an office chair years ago that the seat sloped down. And I don't know how, I mean, I sat in this chair for a year, but I finally got sick of it. And Bill said, well, I need a chair for my sewing machine. I'll go ahead and just use it. Well, Saturday he had his fill of that chair. He's like, I'm always sliding out of it, right? So he was going to take it to work and just throw it in the dumpster. And so he asked them last night, do you guys need a chair? And they're like, no. And so we were explaining about it. And he's like, we should be able, my stepdaughter's boyfriend says you should be able to adjust it. And we're like, no. Bill's like, go ahead and try. So we went over there and come to find out. And I can't even believe this. Bill put the chair together backwards. The seat should have been the other way. So the sloped down part should have been in the back. Are you kidding me right now? So my stepdaughter's boyfriend took it apart and fixed it, and now Bill has it out in his shed, and I was just like, this is what you get for not reading instructions. Men, please read the instructions for stuff. I cannot stress that enough. There have been so many instances. The clapper, when Bill put a new garbage disposal in our sink, he didn't read the instructions, and there was a seal you have to press down. So he goes outside, and I know I've told this story. He goes outside, and luckily I was in the kitchen. I ran the dishwasher, and here comes water shooting out of the sink like a fountain because he didn't fucking push this little seal down. You got to read the instructions. He doesn't know. He doesn't. Obviously, because if he did, he would have known you put the fucking chair on backwards. And the seat even had arrows. That's how her boyfriend figured that out. And I was just like, I can't even with that. Can't even. Okay. So, this morning I heard from my mom, my sister, my stepdad called me. Bill called me. And he says, have you talked to your dad? And I said, no. And I said, I'm going to be honest. I'm probably not going to talk to him today because if my dad doesn't call me by like 8:30, I don't hear from him because he usually calls me when he's starting his day and he knows I'm working. He didn't know I wasn't working today. Bill says, he better call you, wish you happy birthday. Like, are you kidding? He said, I'll never let him forget it if he doesn't. So my dad called me at 10:30. He's like, we didn't have service where we were. And as soon as we got in like serviceable area, I called you. And what's good is, we're going to go over there the day before Memorial Day. I mean, that's coming up upon us. Memorial Day is already a week from Monday. So we're going to go over there for a cookout to celebrate my birthday too. So that'll be nice because I always like going over there and visiting with them. And we only go over there a handful of times, usually at holidays, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's like the only time. So yeah, we're going to do that. Bill was glad to do that. I texted him and was like, we're going to go do this. Friday, we are actually going out with my stepdaughter and her boyfriend to dinner to celebrate my birthday. I told Bill I wanted an ice cream cake. And we're going to Bonefish Grill, which is so good. So we're going to do that Friday. And I have to work. I'm working tomorrow and Friday. So I'm hoping Friday's job is not all day long because our reservation is at 6:30. So I'll have to stop if the job goes that long. But yeah, so did that, Hobby Lobby, and then I had to stop at the grocery store. So I've been buying like a loaf of sourdough bread and eating egg on it, like an egg sandwich. But I kind of wanted to make like avocado toast. And how I make it, I just buy guacamole. Toast a piece of sourdough bread, spread the guacamole on it, cook an egg, put it on there, cut it with a knife and fork. I had that today. It was delicious. So I stopped at the store and got guacamole, but I also got Smart Food popcorn, which I like having snacks downstairs in my room. I have a nightstand with an empty drawer, so I like having snacks down there. And yeah, so got the guacamole. And I have to tell you, I went to Food Lion, and the cashier that I had, the gentleman I had, he looked like he was in his 20s. He was the nicest cashier I think I've ever encountered. I'm like, wow, they should be, I'm thinking to myself, they should be paying you more than they probably are, because he was just the nicest person. So came home, I mean, I was out for most of the day. Came home, unpacked all my stuff and pulled the bins out because tomorrow is trash and recycling. And yeah, so I received a wonderful birthday gift from Mary Bezoyan. Now it was a pain in the ass. She had trouble. She had sent me a Sephora gift card and I didn't get it by email. So luckily she contacted them and they were able to send it again, and I was able to get it, and it was for $75. I almost fell out of my chair. I love Sephora. I love high-end makeup. And I had actually been wanting to try, I like lip gloss and I love lip balm. I've been wanting, there's a lot of companies that make lip balm that has color in it. And some of the high-end ones, my God, they're expensive AF. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this $75 to try some higher end ones. So I was able to get 3 of them, and I had to put $5 towards it. So you do the math on that. They were each like $30 a piece, almost. Almost. One was 30, one was 20. Yeah, so 2 were 30, and one was 20. And then, yeah, so I put like $5 towards it. But I thought, she said she knew I decluttered. Yeah, you want to get me something? Gift card all the way. Like my mom messaged me the other day and said, what do you want? And I said, get me an Amazon gift card, because then I can pick what I'm bringing into my household, right? And I told her, I said I can buy Kindle books for that, which by the way, I've started to read a new book. I've read 26 books this year. I started to read a new book called The Stepson, and I think it's on Kindle Unlimited. This boy comes home from being out with his friends, and his dad and stepmom and baby sister are gone. And I don't quite know like what happened, because they go from like past to present. So it's holding my interest. I'm going to give it a little bit more before I say because I really want to read the Kirsten Moglen book, The Dinner Guests. Marianne read it and said it was really good. And I love Kirsten's books. I've read so many of her books. So I might just forego this other book, because it's going to grab me and keep me wanting to read it. And this one's just like, And when I say there's too many books out there, right? I mean, I have a list. When I get another day off, I'll have to do this. I'll have to do like a Stitch with me and read through my book list. Do the voiceover and read through my book list on my Amazon wish list, because it's ginormous. I just have so many books on there. And by the way, I did no stitching last night. Nope. I colored. And I watched TikTok because I'm addicted to that now. But the biggest thing I watched, and holy fucking shit, on Hulu, the show Candy, that stars Jessica Biel. Jill told me I needed to watch it. And I'm like, all right. So I watched the first episode. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? I'm screaming at the TV in parts. And then it got to the end and I was like, what? So I'm like a little bit into like episode 2. Holy hell. And this is based on a true story. Wow. Just wow. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to read. I don't have any OMG moments. I just did not look on Facebook and do all that. No talking points. I'm going to read a motivational story. We're going to do the unfuck yourself entry. And then that's going to be a wrap for today. Bill's going to be home soon. I need to prep for tomorrow's job because like I said, we have a job tomorrow that confirmed. So I still need to do that. And I need to sit and take a breath because I've just been like, go, 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 go since like noon. Oh, and my God, the day's been good. Like going in the stores, it was all fine. I didn't have any issue except at Starbucks. And I texted Jill and I said, it's 12:35. Why is there 8,000 people at Starbucks? She says, well, a lot of people go there on their lunch break. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. She's like, yeah, it's not a good time to go. Obviously it isn't. Yeah, it was crazy. The line was wrapped around Starbucks. And I'm just like, they move pretty fast, but still, I was just like, there's just, in our area now, it doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is. There are just people all over the place everywhere. And now that it's like getting hot out, it's going to be fucking 90 on Saturday. No, ma'am. Nope. Bill and his daughter are going fishing, I think, in the morning. And I'll be inside, thanks. 90? Nah. Okay. So today's motivational story. We believe that because we were unsuccessful in the past, we will always be unsuccessful. Nope. Don't believe that. During a research experiment, a marine biologist placed a shark into a large holding tank and then released several small bait fish into the tank. As you would expect, the shark quickly swam around the tank, attacked and ate the smaller fish. The marine biologist then inserted a strong piece of clear fiberglass into the tank, creating two separate partitions. She then put the shark on one side of the fiberglass and a new set of bait fish on the other. Again, the shark quickly attacked. This time, however, the shark slammed into the fiberglass divider and bounced off. Undeterred, the shark kept repeating this behavior every few minutes to no avail. Meanwhile, the bait fish swam around unharmed in the second partition. Eventually, about an hour into the experiment, the shark gave up. This experiment was repeated several dozen times over the next few weeks. Each time, the shark got less aggressive and made fewer attempts to attack the bait fish until eventually the shark got tired of hitting the fiberglass divider and simply stopped attacking altogether. Do I see where this is going to go? The marine biologist then removed the fiberglass divider, but the shark didn't attack. The shark was trained to believe a barrier existed between it and the bait fish, so the bait fish swam wherever they wished, free from harm. That story is almost like the one where when people were raising a baby elephant and they chained it and the baby elephant was trained, obviously it couldn't break the chain when it was small, but when it was full grown, it could have easily broken it, but it believed that it couldn't because it couldn't when it was young. Do you know that story? There's a story about that. So the conclusion. Many of us, after experiencing setbacks and failures, emotionally give up and stop trying. Like the shark in the story, we believe that because we were unsuccessful in the past, we will always be unsuccessful. In other words, we continue to see a barrier in our heads even when no real barrier exists between where we are and where we want to go. So, we need to just give ourselves grace. And I say that all the time. And have a little bit of faith in yourself, right? And put the glass down. If you watched my video yesterday, you know what that means by putting the glass down. So, yeah, I'm going to return that book, The Stepson. I didn't even put it on my Goodreads thing yet. Okay, how are we going to continue to unfuck ourselves in 2022? That was a good tear. Never use love as a strategy or a weapon. Don't play those games. That's for chumps and charlatans. I fully agree. I was never one of those teenagers, when I was in a relationship, I never played games. I didn't have the energy when I was 15, and I surely don't have it now. I just never wanted to do that kind of stuff. I was never like drama and all that. No, don't use love as a weapon. Think about it. Love is actually what makes this world turn, right? It's the most basic human need that everybody needs. So, okay. I hope you guys are all having a great Wednesday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes on Facebook and on YouTube, and so many of you have messaged me, so I appreciate that very much. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and spending about 20 minutes of your time with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.